Over time, I have noticed a growing issue in Dragon Ball Super, which has become more apparent as the series progresses. Let me preface this by saying I still enjoy the series, but one recurring problem has been difficult to overlook. In the earlier arcs, this issue was minimal or even non-existent. The main concern is that transformations in Dragon Ball Super often appear without proper build-up, continuity, or explanation. Characters suddenly. The Battle of Gods arc introduced Super Saiyan God, one of the few transformations in Dragon Ball Super that felt well integrated. Its method of attainment, requiring a ritual involving 6 righteous Saiyans, added depth to Saiyan lore. This process enriched the race's history, revealing that an ancient Saiyan had once achieved the transformation to combat an evil faction. Visually, Super Saiyan God is distinct yet simple. The user's hair and eyes turn crimson, and their physique becomes slimmer, exuding a divine presence. In terms of power, this form was a game changer. Goku, who was effortlessly defeated by Beerus in Super Saiyan 3, could now hold his own, though Beerus was still holding back. The form introduced a sense of escalation while emphasizing how far Goku had to go to reach divine status. Over time, the mechanics became more flexible, as Goku later accessed the form without the ritual, implying it could be used at will once unlocked. The Resurrection F arc introduced 2 new transformations, Super Saiyan Blue and Golden Frieza. While significant, both suffer from flaws in execution, continuity, and narrative impact. Super Saiyan Blue, originally called Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, is meant to be a fusion of God Ki and Super Saiyan power. However, its logic is poorly explained. Supposedly, it results from training with Whis, but how this process works is unclear. Unlike previous transformations, which had clear triggers, Super Saiyan Blue feels like a plot device rather than a natural evolution. Its design, the simple blue recoloring, lacks originality, and its inconsistent power portrayal diminishes its impact. Golden Frieza follows a similar trend. The idea that Frieza never trained before is fitting for his character, but the massive power leap he achieves after just a few months strains credibility. He jumps from being weaker than base Goku to surpassing Super Saiyan Blue, making his progression feel forced. Additionally, his form's major weakness, rapid energy depletion, seems contrived to ensure his defeat. Design-wise, Golden Frieza is flashy but lacks creativity, feeling like a mere recolor of his final form. Universe 6 vs 7 Tournament Arc. This arc introduced Kaioken Blue, which combined the Kaioken technique with Super Saiyan Blue. The logic, Super Saiyan Blue's calm nature allowing for the combination, makes sense, and it was enjoyable to see Kaioken return. However, the sudden introduction without prior build-up made it feel more like a one-time gimmick than a meaningful evolution. Goku Black Saga. The Goku Black Saga introduced Super Saiyan Rose and Super Saiyan Rage, both of which exposed inconsistencies in transformation logic. Super Saiyan Rose was Goku Black's equivalent to Super Saiyan Blue, with the justification that divine influence turned the hair pink. While thematically fitting, it felt underdeveloped, and no clear metrics were given for its strength. Super Saiyan Rage, achieved by future Trunks, is even more problematic. It has no in-universe explanation, and its name only comes from external media. The anime never acknowledges it as a distinct transformation, making it one of the most ambiguous power-ups in the series. Tournament of Power Arc. The Tournament of Power arc introduced several transformations with minimal explanation, including Kale's Berserk form and Super Saiyan Blue evolution. Kale's form is an homage to Broly, with bulkier features and green hair, but its mechanics remain unexplored. Vegeta's Super Saiyan Blue evolution is similarly underdeveloped. Achieved through breaking his limits, the anime never elaborates on what this entails. The form is never named in the series, only in external media. Despite resembling his Cell Saga Ascended Super Saiyan state, its true nature remains unclear. By contrast, Ultra Instinct is a well-handled transformation. Its build-up, foreshadowed through Whis training, makes it feel earned. Its mechanics and significance are properly explained, making it a highlight of Dragon Ball Super. Post-tournament transformations. Ultra Ego, introduced for Vegeta, ties into his character arc and God of Destruction training. It contrasts with Ultra Instinct's calmness, embracing a more aggressive approach. While not as well developed as Ultra Instinct, its thematic consistency makes it a solid addition. Black Frieza, on the other hand, follows the same pattern as Golden Frieza, but with even less explanation. We are simply told that Frieza trained for 10 years, but there's no insight into what this means or how the form works. Gohan Beast and Orange Piccolo, from Dragon Ball Super, Superhero, are a mixed bag. Gohan Beast is essentially Super Saiyan Rage 2.0, though it at least builds on Gohan's history of hidden potential. However, it heavily resembles Super Saiyan 2 and lacks meaningful foreshadowing. Orange Piccolo, on the other hand, makes sense narratively. While its rollout could have been better, its origin, Shenron unlocking Piccolo's potential, is logical and adds to Piccolo's character. While Dragon Ball